ain't got no problem with him either. You know,
Okay.
I had disliked a lot of things that he was saying, you know, and how he was acting.
He's definitely scared of me. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money.
Given the history of the sport, I didn't see nobody that can compete with Terence Crawford. And
he older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
You know, I mean, these guys, I don't think know what they do anything. It's mostly talk.
Super middleweight champion of all time, David Benavidez.
This dude is, dude can punch.
Where the hell do you go from?
Terence "Bud" Crawford has just achieved what many thought couldn't be done, delivering a performance that stands as one of the most remarkable accomplishments in today's boxing era.
Congratulations, man. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You used all my tricks to beat Canelo, just like I showed you. You went in there, and you got it done. Unbelievable, bro. All jokes aside, go man. Congratulations, champ. So well deserved. Salute.
Man, you really pulled it off. I couldn't be happier for you. You took everything I ever taught you and applied it perfectly against Canelo. You stepped into that ring and made it happen. That was unreal to watch. Jokes aside, seriously, well done, champion. You earned every bit of this. Nothing but respect.
To this fight, how long do you want to be in the sport? How long do you want to be actively fighting?
I don't know. You know,
it's not something you think about. You're just going fight by fight.
I always take one fight at a time. You know, one fight at a time. I feel great. I'm healthy, and like I said, I'm looking forward to having some fun.
A major heavyweight in the boxing world is calling for a matchup that many see as far too risky, even for a talent as extraordinary as Bud.
I'm sick of seeing fighters getting the easiest fights just because they're getting the biggest paychecks. Like it don't. At the end of the day, it's not even about money. It's about giving the fans of boxing the fights that they deserve. They're paying the money at the end of the day, so fuck, let's go to war. Let's do what these people want to see us do, and let's go to war and may the best man win. I wasn't gonna go down to 168, but now.
The real question is, why is this bout being pushed so hard, and what does it expose about the unseen powers steering boxing behind the scenes? Crawford's daring move up to 168 pounds was a high-stakes gamble, and it exploded into success. Facing Canelo Alvarez, he commanded the ring in a showdown so colossal that commentator John Onike described it as the largest live sporting event he had ever covered, delivering nothing short of a masterful performance. Fans around the globe witnessed Bud take apart a bona fide legend, walking away with a unanimous decision. Yet the story wasn't just the victory, it was the method. Sharp-eyed experts pointed out that Canelo had grown somewhat predictable, leaning on a single powerful punch at a time. Crawford, the strategic genius, capitalized on this perfectly, using flawless timing and smart, calculated counters to dominate the fight.
He older, he got miles on him, and he ain't got that.
And B-side, when you ask me, you said, how would you beat him, Lonnie B? What I tell you?
This is the same thing. You'll keep the jab on him, keep sticking the jab, moving and touching him with the right hand and just turning him on angles.
And throwing punches. That's how to throw punches at him.
Yeah.
And I said level to the body because that's open for him all night.
You said he ain't got the movement no more. You said he ain't.
On top of that, former UFC champion Kamaru Usman noted that the fierce, intimidating Canelo of old just wasn't present, hinting that the Mexican superstar may have lost the mental edge that once made him nearly untouchable. With this decisive triumph, Crawford etched his name into history, becoming the first male fighter ever to claim undisputed titles in 3 separate weight divisions, solidifying a legacy for the ages.
I want to thank all my fans here that support me. I want to thank. This is bigger than the norm. you know, because I want to thank my urban community. I want to thank my Latin community. I want to thank my white community. And I want to thank my Asian community, my African community. I want to thank everybody because today you see us all as one, you know, and a lot of people always say, how you get the Mexicans to side with you? I said, hey, my people too. I said, so it don't matter if I'm fighting Canelo. Some of the urban community is going for Canelo.
Yet, just as the celebrations peaked, a surprising voice disrupted the scene. It was Turki Alalshikh, a powerhouse in the boxing world whose influence drives the sport's biggest matchups. With his massive financial clout, his ideas don't stay mere suggestions. They have the power to reshape the entire boxing landscape.
Do you want to see a rematch?
No. He's not beaten Crawford, Canelo.
Okay.
I think he can, can he improve? Maybe. But
okay, so wait. If he's not beating Crawford, which is fair, right? I agree. Based on what we saw, I do think he can make improvements, but who knows? Is there someone else better out there than that you'd rather see Crawford fight than Canelo?
Well, Turkey did ask, could Bivol get down to 168?
I asked, Turkey said, can Benavidez?
I thought he said Bivol.
No, I said Bivol. Oh. Turkey said Benavidez.
Well, certainly not. Certainly not Benavidez. I don't think he's beaten Benavidez. I think that's a bridge way too far. I think a lot of things too far. But could you just imagine if Bivol could, the skill we'd see in that fight?
Yeah.
The rounds between Canelo and Crawford went by like that. They'd be the same against those two. That'd be epic.
Soon after Crawford's historic win, Turkey hinted at what he considered the next natural challenge for the newly crowned 168-pound king, a high-stakes clash with David Benavidez.
Me out here, Kamaru. Terence Crawford versus the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
I knew it was coming.
He was the mandatory for Canelo.
Oh
Canelo.
My God. Relax.
What's up? The scariest guy in the division.
He's not in the division.
He said he could still make 168 pounds. The reason why he went up is nobody wants to fight him.
That's a big dude. And to be honest, Terence Crawford's 37 years old.
It's about merit. Could I get to the generational talent, as he said, with Manny Pacquiao? He's an 8-division world champ.
If it ain't no big name, Terence, do what you do.
The idea instantly sent shockwaves through the boxing community. This wasn't just an offhand comment. It sparked intense debate, particularly from Bud himself. Would you even consider stepping into the ring with David Benavidez?
Would you ever entertain a fight with David Benavidez?
You gotta understand.
I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't,
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. His brother was big when I fought him. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. He might be thick, but he's not a big dude. Benavidez is like 6 foot something. Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude.
And he's skilled.
I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah, I understand what you're looking at. You're like,
Crawford didn't hesitate to respond, and his answer left no room for doubt. He flatly dismissed the idea of facing the Mexican powerhouse, pointing out that Benavidez is simply on another level size-wise. He clarified that his matchup with Canelo was different. Despite the weight jump, they were at least comparable in stature. Crawford painted a striking image, noting that Benavidez stands over 6 feet tall and could easily rehydrate to an intimidating 190 to 200 pounds by fight night.
Canelo hasn't fought David Benavidez yet, and a lot of people looked at him having to move from the super middleweight to the light heavyweight division to get some of the matches that he wants. But if you were at 168, when we think about anybody at 168 outside of Canelo, the first name that comes to anybody's mind is David Benavidez. What about the potential for a fight like that?
Oh, like I said, man, that's a big dude. You know what I mean? He ain't even at 168. When you look.
Right, not now. It's at 175, yeah.
He probably can't even make 168 no more. But when you look at these fights, especially coming up, you gotta be realistic. You gotta, say, all right, how big is this dude really is? Because David Benavidez, he can fight his ass off. And I told him that a long time. I told him that when, before I fought his brother.
And I said, man, dude, you can fight, dude. You gonna do big things. But the dude gonna come in at like 200, 210. You know what I mean? I get why Canelo, you know, was like, I don't need to fight this dude because, you know, one, he can take a punch. He gonna come in there and gonna just lay on you and bulldoze you, you know.
Right.
And Canelo just didn't want that, you know what I mean, work. But me personally, I believe in my skills and my ability that I can beat anybody.
His position was unwavering, leading him to a startling statement: "If I were to face Benavidez, I might as well move up to heavyweight." With Crawford's skill set and style, the challenge seemed almost unimaginable.
Crawford is? Crawford's very he has a big ego, especially when it comes to anything he does, bro. He has a big ego. And I said this yesterday. I won't be surprised if he dominates Canelo and then they offer him Benavidez and he says okay.
This wasn't merely a boxer refusing a fight. It was a savvy champion setting a clear boundary. And it's not just Crawford's perspective. Analysts and experts widely agree that the size difference alone makes this matchup extremely risky.
But at the same time, I mean, Benavidez is also the one guy that nobody's willing to fight. And if nobody's willing to fight him, that makes his value more. And so the thing is that if you get the right guy that is willing to pay for that, and I mean that the Sheik, I mean, I don't see him saying that, okay, well, we can't afford to fight this guy. So I mean, that fight can happen if it's a fight that I think Bud want to entertain.
And what if you're Canelo? I think the one thing you could possibly want is that rematch. You get that, a little bit of that legacy back.
Remember when Floyd said, I think he should fight, Terence Crawford want to be great, he should fight David Benavidez. Remember Floyd saying that? Why do you think Crawford didn't pay that no mind? You know why? He like, listen, man. Nah, I'm gonna be strategic about this. And it is business-wise, it's smart. Terence Crawford is on the Mount Rushmore of boxing, but we got weight classes for a reason. He caught Canelo at the right time, like Canelo done, guys. And I'm not saying that his win is not valid. It's very valid, and that's what he was supposed to do. And he outboxed Canelo, and I can't take nothing away from his win. But was that the same Canelo that Floyd fought? Was that the same Canelo that Amir Khan fought? You know, so Terence Crawford gonna be strategic at this weight. He ain't just gonna come here and I bet you he don't fight at this weight again. I bet you he don't fight nobody else at 68.
David Benavidez is a natural light heavyweight, currently reigning as a champion in the 175-pound division.
He's definitely scared of me. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So he sees a lot of things in me that he can't stop. You know, not only does he see speed, does he see power, but he sees a lot of heart in me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going in there and I want to prove myself to the world that I'm the greatest fighter. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't scare me to get in there with another great fighter because I know that elevates me and who I am as a competitor.
Crawford, in contrast, is a natural welterweight, having forged his legendary career competing at 147 pounds.
I ain't gonna lie, they gonna say that's why I gotta let y'all know, cause they gonna say I'm glazing, but I'm telling the truth.
Dig it.
This dude power for me, and I've been saying this for years, it carries through the weight class. Okay. So I can see him in the ring with a 175 or a cruiserweight, and if he touched them, I don't care who you are, you're gonna feel that shit, bro. I don't care who the fuck it is. I done seen him in the ring with a heavyweight.
And you fight Benavidez?
I like Benavidez, so I ain't gonna disrespect him.
I just want to see him fight.
I'm gonna say my opinion.
I just want to see him fight. That's
my opinion.
Absolutely.
At 168, if Benavidez come down there, I don't think he beats Bud.
Okay, I dig.
That's my opinion. People want to say I'm crazy, but
the skill is.
The skill is.
The skill is there. No,
it's just usually because someone's a little bit bigger, right?
Yes, and they think like, okay, you got to be able to take certain punishment that the other guy's putting on you. But I watched Bud when he fought Canelo, and then I watched Benavidez when he fought Caleb Plant. And when I seen it was like Caleb Plant was outboxing him. So if Caleb Plant didn't gas out, Caleb Plant might have beat him that night. But Bud he don't tire.
You're not gonna gas
He
that.
come in tremendous condition, and for me, I just think Bud is a legend. So they might say I'm crazy, but people might say they're not gonna make that fight happen. But I don't think it's far-fetched.
Like that's the
How much
the
does
big.
one gotta lose?
He been fighting that one. He's fighting him at 68, I think. He can get the.
Yeah, 68 would be
He a big dude.
ideal because he came from 68.
He a big
Benavidez.
dude.
Oh, he came from. Oh, so he went up. Now he has to come back down.
Yeah, he would have to come back down.
That'd be a
difference too.
that's a fight. Like that's a fight.
Because Benavidez is the truth too.
Hey,
he the truth.
Punches and bunches with bad intentions.
Yes, he the truth.
Hey, remember? Hey, go watch. Go look. Hey, dog.
He the truth. He a killer.
Kane is our resident fight expert. Whole killer.
Yeah, he watching. He knows.
He's the man we go to.
Legendary trainer Robert Garcia didn't hold back, issuing a stark warning.
There's no way. Crawford just got the biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. Benavidez is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take. I wouldn't do it.
Garcia labeled it a dangerous mismatch for Crawford. He emphasized that the bout was largely a fight people wanted to see for Canelo, and many argue that it's not Crawford's job to dominate a competitor who naturally belongs in an even higher weight class.
Listen to me.
Almost worse than Canelo was.
He will beat the living shit out of Terence Crawford.
If David Benavidez come out of 68, he'll fuck him up. I got Terence Crawford.
That's not
I ain't
gonna
betting against Terence Crawford no more. I mean,
Okay.
I ain't never bet against
Well,
him.
listen to me.
I bet $10.
You see what I'm saying? Because he outboxed over the hill Canelo. People see how people think, he a crush. No, he dope. Listen, I'm not saying that he's not dope, but what I'm saying is, but you see how boxing can trick your mind. Listen, David Benavidez will beat the socks off of Terence Crawford. I'm sorry, he don't stand a chance. He's too little. How you gonna keep him off? And David uses a jab. I sparred with David. Listen, that's a tough fight.
Yeah, it's a tough fight.
That's a tough fight. Listen.
It's a tough fight, but
listen, Terence Crawford.
That little black nigga from Omaha.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Motherfucker from Omaha, that nigga is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Yet facing off against the influential forces that steer boxing isn't unfamiliar territory for Terence Crawford.
There's still a need for Benavidez.
Canelo?
Turkey people are talking about it.
Turkey hinted at that. He was like Benavidez.
Yeah, he
Turkey,
did.
So.
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford.
No,
there.
we ain't doing that fight.
Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our thing.
It's gonna be a tough fight. You can say whatever you want to say. Terence Crawford is one of the best in the division. Terence Crawford opens himself up a little bit. I think one of the major keys is gonna be the jab.
That fierce high-stakes struggle for autonomy foreshadowed what was ahead, showing that Crawford has long been a fighter ready to challenge the very powers of the boxing world to forge his own path, a battle he now faces yet again.
David, I gotta ask you, bro, before you leave, because all the fans want to know this. Can you still make 168?
To be honest with you, man, let Terence Crawford live. That's his weight class.
Okay.
I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. I'm chasing these other bigger. I'm chasing Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So I've been at 168, but I have no interest in going down.
Dude's a maniac. Who's chasing? Who chases better BF than Bivol? Who chases better BF than Bivol? What's wrong with you?
This leads to a shadowy claim lurking beneath the surface. Influential figures like Turki Alalshikh may be trying to steer Crawford using their financial power. To grasp why this tension is so intense, you need to examine the backstory. While Canelo has faced a long lineup of formidable opponents, Mayweather, Lara, Bivol, what stands out is his repeated avoidance of Benavidez. For years, Benavidez was the nightmare of the 168-pound division, openly calling Canelo scared and insisting he couldn't beat him. Yet the matchup never materialized, ultimately pushing Benavidez out of the division entirely. And here's where the plot thickens. When a potential fight with Canelo was on the table, Benavidez made it clear he wouldn't drop back down to 168 pounds, insisting he was the one holding the championship. But in a surprising twist, Benavidez's father recently stated that if Turki Alalshikh wants the bout with Crawford, their team is willing to move back down. This sudden shift only intensifies speculation that Turki's financial influence can bend even the strongest wills. Meanwhile, this high-stakes chess match is unfolding in real time. Crawford, as of this video, is about to turn 38 on September 28th. The clock isn't just ticking, it's approaching midnight in the prime of his career. Every decision he makes now carries immense weight. The gamble of facing Benavidez has almost mythical implications. Analyst Breadman Edwards summed it up: if Crawford wins, it could cement Bud as the greatest fighter the world has ever seen. A victory like that might propel him into the most elite echelon in boxing history. Edwards frames it as different tiers of greatness. 1. Platinum Room, reserved for immortals like Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson, and other halls for legends such as Marvin Hagler. Defeating Benavidez isn't just another belt for Crawford, it's a chance to storm the gates of that ultimate Platinum Room. Yet, this all-or-nothing battle isn't his only path. There are other predators circling. A high-risk clash with rising star Jiren Boots is a fight fans are clamoring for. And the tension with Jamal Charlo still simmers, dating back to the moment Crawford, while dominating Errol Spence, pointed at Charlo's twin and declared, "You're next." Some of those closest to him, including fellow champion Shakur Stevenson, feel Crawford has already accomplished everything and are urging him to retire while riding this extraordinary peak.
Honestly, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear Benavidez, Ortiz or Boots. I don't want to hear shit because, listen, bruh, he beat the face of boxing. He cemented the fact this was Terence Bud Crawford era. No rehydration clause, no catch weight. He said, I am going to beat you on Mexican Independence Day in the biggest stadium. I'm going to walk out to a mariachi band holding a guitar. Brother, guy, hey, bruh, that's belt to ass. He was the buckle, everything, bruh. After this, everything goes downhill from here. Nothing competes against it. And the thing is, he's only going to get older. What he's going to do, go down and cut muscle like Roy did? His mission was Nello. That's it. There's no Janabek, no Fundora, no Benavidez. None of that shit is over with, bruh. I hope you...
Now picture the two paths before him. Path 1, at 38, Crawford steps into the ring with a massive 200-pound David Benavidez. Will it be a historic triumph or a career-defining mistake? Path 2, he goes after Jamal Charlo, settling a long-standing family grudge that has been simmering for years. Which story does the world truly crave, the impossible conquest or the personal vendetta? What we're witnessing is the clash of a fighter's meticulously built legacy, the immense external pressures of the boxing world, and the unforgiving march of time. Terence Crawford stands at a pivotal crossroads, navigating a maze of high-stakes choices. He could risk it all for ultimate GOAT status against Benavidez, resolve a bitter rivalry with Charlo, face an ambitious young contender, or simply declare that his legacy is already untouchable. In the end, the question transcends boxing. It's the dilemma every true legend faces. What do you do when you've conquered every peak, and the only opponent left is time itself? That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our latest uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.